get it going. Let's get it going. There's a whole lot to get into today. A whole lot to get into today. 40% already. Technology is something different. Technology is something very, very different. I'll tell you what. I was on 10% not 3 minutes ago. I'm on 40% now. That is Bill Gates doing what he does best. Now, I don't know if Bill Gates built that. But I'm going to tell you this right now. Electricity. Something beautiful. Something real beautiful. What up, y'all? What's going on, though? What's going on? How y'all doing today? What it do, Just Rain? What did it do? What's up, Jack? What up, Bob? What up, Emiliano? It's a dope name. What up, Hayden? What up, Channing? What up, Noob Duck? What up, Double FW? What up, Monty? What's good, Diva? What's up, Christian? What up, Isaiah? What's good, Shelly? Puerto Rock Apache? What's good with you? What up, Leroy? Yo, check it out. Since everyone's already talking about it, let's start off right there with what everyone's talking about. The news that everyone's talking about right now, and I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to be 100% real with you right here. I did not expect it, okay? This is no way I expect. Look. First of all, this move right here doesn't really mean nothing to me. Okay, as y'all know, about an hour ago, Adam Schefter put this on our timelines, talking about Antonio Brown to the Bucs for a 1-year deal. The language still has to be finalized. What that means is that basically. Antonio Brown is probably going to be on a game-to-game contract where the very first time he messes up, the very first time he tweets, he's probably out of there. Now, we already know that Tom Brady likes to beg for way too much help. People say LeBron begs for help way too often. I think LeBron does beg for help a little often, but for him, he doesn't have, for most of his career, he hasn't had a lot of help. For most of his career, he didn't have a lot of help for what his talent was. So I can understand what LeBron's talking about. But Tom Brady, going from a situation where in New England, where literally, what was it, 17 of the 20 years, it was 15 of the 19 years he was with the Patriots, he had a top 10 defense. And he had some of the best tight ends and O-linemen and weapons around him. Then he goes to the Bucs that has nothing but weapons everywhere. Too many weapons. They have to get rid of weapons to bring Brady in. And the offense is still potent. And he has to go ahead and honestly strong arm the ownership to bring on Antonio Brown in. Look, the Bucs from the top down did not want Antonio Brown. These dudes did not want Antonio Brown. Do you know why Antonio Brown is in Tampa Bay right now? Because Tom Brady begged him. He said, look, guys, I had him with me in New England for about 2.9 seconds. I can vouch for this man. Hey, look, bro. Hey, he's a model. Okay, he's not a model citizen. Hey, he's gonna be okay. Well, I can't promise that. Hey, look, he's learned from the error of his. I don't know shit. I can't. Learned and putting AB and learned in the same sentence, the same page, the same chapter, the same book, the same set of encyclopedias, the thick ones, the 54 volume encyclopedias that get put together over a series of 5-6 years. It takes time for these encyclopedias, for these almanacs to get put together. I'm not sure you can put AB and learned in the same series of books in the same language. But Tom Brady said, look, if you want me to be the best I can be, please bring this dude who has pending legal charges against him still to this roster. So, I mean, it is what it is. AB is going to be there for a certain amount of time. I don't know how long it's going to be. I guarantee you this. AB will not end the season. How about this? The last game that the Buccaneers play, AB will not be active on that Bucs team. Oh, yeah. Last night was, last night was different. The stream last night was different. Now, I know only about 2.5 of y'all came through, so don't don't tell me that last night was good for y'all if you didn't come to the stream. That was probably one of the better streams we had. It was real chill. But yeah, Brady needs a ton of help. Needs way too much help. Way too much help. But yeah, man, I mean, it's not really a big deal to me. I don't see it as being a big issue because I don't think that this man AB is gonna last on that roster for any amount of time at all. There's just no way unless AB throws his phone away, unless Tom Brady literally shows him how to do what Tom Brady did 3 years ago and smash his phone into smithereens. I don't see AB lasting. What is it going to be? 10 weeks? 11 weeks? 9 weeks? No, 9 weeks. I don't see him lasting 9 weeks, and I definitely don't see him lasting, whether it's going to be 3 games or whatever it's going to be, of the Bucs hoping to get the Super Bowl in the playoffs. I don't see it happening. Not going to happen. Yeah, not going to happen. What up, Wes? So, as far as the AB situation is, I mean, cool. Cool. I guess. But, yeah. It don't really matter to me. Leroy, spot on the screen? What do you mean? I don't watch other NFL teams than the Panthers. Well, you didn't miss much last night. I'll tell you that much. You didn't miss much last night. Although, at right before halftime and like halfway through the third quarter, we just watched the debate. We were in the stream watching the debate. We had we had some very enlightened conversations that I think we all grew from and became educated on another level last night. That I think you won't get that kind of intellectual and educated kind of discourse in any kind of place. We pontificated, we hypothesized, and I think we all grew a little bit. The old man time wall. I mean, yeah. Yeah, he's 48 and a half. 48 and a half years old. If he's staying at Tom's house, if I'm Giselle, I'm saying no. If I'm Giselle, I'm saying, hey, bro, hey, that can't happen. That cannot happen. What up, Stacy? What up, Simo? What's good with you? Hey, talk to him, Diva. 2020? I mean, look. I can't run for president unless I can get 3 terms. I need 3 terms. Also, I ain't doing no work. I'm showing up with a suit on, and I ain't doing no work, which would be about on par with what we're looking at. Anyway, let's speak on this game coming up this Sunday, the only game that really matters this Sunday, a game that's actually kind of hard to call for a number of reasons. First off, it's a 1 p.m. game in New Orleans. It's down in New Orleans where they got the crawdads. Now, I ain't never had a crawdad, but they look kind of weird to me. They look a little scary. I ain't gonna lie to you. Crawdads, anything called a dad, I don't know if I can put that in my. I don't know. It's a little sus to me. I don't know. I can't be call it something different. But it's gonna be in New Orleans. We're wearing white jerseys. Off the bat, 2 things that I don't like to see. I don't like away games for obvious reasons, and I don't like the white jerseys. I'm not going to lie to you. I've never been a fan of just about any team's white jersey in any sport. The Heat have some dope white jerseys. I'm trying to think of the Yankees have some dope white jerseys when they have the pinstripes. There's not very many white jerseys from any team ever that I like. So, off the bat, not liking that. The Saints are 3-2. We're 3-3. We have very similar records. This is a game to determine the top. We're really everyone's really neck and neck in the division right now, outside of the Falcons. And we all knew the Falcons were going to be garbage this year. Let's not even pretend. Let's not cap. Look. Let's be 100% real right now. Speak on the Falcons. The Falcons are not a good team. Were never a good team. Should not have ever been considered a factor in this division. What up, Nathan? The original deal the Ravens offered him. He on the practice squad, I think. Oh, he got signed? I know there was talk this morning about him signing with the team, but I think Dez is washed. I mean, he didn't learn how to run routes. He can't run routes. He's older now, been out in the league for a little bit. He can't run routes. He's not going to be what the Ravens need. He is more of a possession receiver and like a red zone threat. They need an actual number 1 receiver who can actually, make the safeties back up. If you can't make the safeties back up, then it's useless because Dez Bryant isn't that same kind of 2014, 2013 receiver he was when he was probably a top 5 player in the league. Probably the number 1 receiver. I think it was him and Julio. I think I would have taken Dez at that moment. But yeah. But still, this is a game that's really hard to pick, even though the Saints are a 7-point favorite. And I think they're going to have fans in the stadium for the first time this season. But there is a ton of injuries on both sides. There's a ton of injuries on both sides. And there are guys listed as questionable who I might go ahead and say probably just don't play. I'll start with the Saints because there's some very obvious ones there. Michael Thomas, MT, is not playing. He had a high ankle sprain, and he's been out for a minute. Was going to come back last week. Then he got mad at someone calling him slant boy, which I understand. When if you're a slant boy, you don't want nobody calling you a slant boy, so I understand where he's coming from. Don't call me by my name. Call me by my name. You feel me? My name is my name. So I can feel him on that level. But then this week, comes to practice, ready to go, hurts his hamstring, and now he just cannot go in this game. That is Michael Thomas. But there's also not going to be any Emmanuel Sanders, and that is their number 1 and number 2 receiving threats on that team. Michael Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders make up 50%. No, 51%. Let's be exact. Let's be precise. 51% of all of the Saints receptions. 51% of all the Saints receptions. Do you know who has the next most percentage of the receiving shares on that team? It's Alvin Kamara, and he has 30%. Between those 3 players, that is 81% of their passing offense. It is no surprise that Alvin Kamara has an 84.4% catch percentage or catch rate. Drew Brees has the 31st average intended air yards in the whole NFL. He's only ahead of Kyle Allen. He's also tied for 23rd in the league in actual completed air yards. He's tied with Teddy Bridgewater. But look, you expect something different out of Drew Brees and Teddy Bridgewater. You feel me? It's going to be a shootout. Maybe. I'll get to that here in a second because there's another very important fact that I really want to talk about because I know the thought process might be leading you that way. But let's pump the brakes a little bit before we get there. Okay, that is that's the Saints. Sure, Benny Fowler. Okay, that's not really gonna be a huge thing for me. Also, they have Jack Rabbit returning. I think Janoris Jenkins got hurt like week 2 or 3. He's been out for a minute. He's been out for like 2 weeks, I think, either 2 or 3 weeks. He's coming back. He's been, I think, what I describe him as a good corner who has his moments. Like, he can be good, he can be great sometimes, and he can like really make you question like what's he doing. But I think he leans more toward being good more often than he does, being a net negative on the field. Janoris Jenkins is a valuable corner in the league. Yeah, Jared Cook is I don't know about 20, but he's up there. He's up there. Other guys active in this game, yeah, he's gonna be the next most important factor. And I'm getting to him too. Has a good shot to play. He said that a couple other times too. A good shot to play does not mean anything to me if you play one down and get hurt immediately. That's what he did the last time. He had a good shot to play. Eli Apple came in, got right back out of there because he hurt his other leg. I mean, it is what I'm seeing here. Let's get to us. So out, we have Rasul Douglas. Rasul Douglas with a COVID-19 reserve designation. He is not playing. Our best, most consistent cornerback in the game is not playing. Dante Jackson has turf toe. He's been hurting this whole week. I'm pretty sure he has been. He's been limited in practice for most this week. Let me go ahead and pull it up real quick to make sure. I think he was full practice on Wednesday though. But I'm pretty sure he's been limited for at least 2 of the 3 days. No, he's been limited all 3 days with turf toe. hurt his toe, his little piggy. It don't feel too good. It don't feel too right. He hurt his biggest little piggy. You feel me? But the thing about the Superdome, the Mercedes-Benz Superdome, they play on turf there too. That is not going to be a very good synergy between the surface he's going to be playing on and the injury he has. There is a very realistic shot that even if Dante does playing on turf, when you have turf toe, do I need to tell you what 1 + 1 is? Wait. Hey, Monty. Hey, let's turn the dial back a little bit. But if I have to explain to you what 1 + 1 is, you feel me? Turf toe, playing on turf, doesn't. I'm hoping he is good for the whole game, but I also would not be surprised if we see one. He's still hurt, right? Two, he's playing on a surface that does not help you all that well with an injury that is named after the surface on which you are playing. What up, Karen? What should we do? I'm getting to that. Let me paint a picture for you. Let me paint the picture, then let me show it to you. All right? Kamara the only threat? That is the biggest cap I've ever seen in my life. Kamara is not the only threat. And I can point you to the last time we played the Saints to show you how wrong that is. But I'll get to that here in a second, though. So, okay, that's the guy who's questionable. That's Dante who's questionable. But also, obviously, we already know Justin Burris is out. We have to see, of the two guys we put back there at strong, well, really one guy put back there in strong safety, can he get it done? Can Sam Franklin, after not playing much at all, come in for a guy who is playing 100% of the snaps all season? It's very different going from maybe 10 to 12 plays on special teams, fielding kicks and whatnot, or covering kicks and whatnot, to being on the field for maybe over 80% of the snaps. Right? Over 80% of the snaps. No, it's not it. It's not even a Karen. Yeah, Monty got the right idea. So I want to see how Sam Franklin does. STO, I like him, but I don't know. Am I gonna sit here and tell you I expect consistently great play out of him? Probably not. Now, I will say this about Corn Elder. So far this year, Corn Elder has looked very good. I do expect Corn Elder to continue to be a very impactful player on this team. That's not me saying that I think Corn Elder is going to be, one of the best corners in the league. But so far, I cannot put very much blame on Corn Elder for much of anything. Much of that kind of stuff, I don't really think that it's anything that's happening. I can't say I really blame Corn Elder heavily. And if he is at fault for a play or two, it's not like he's being targeted and he's a huge net negative on the squad in the same way that Tyre Whitehead has been this year for us. Yeah, Rasul's out. Who dat? What up, Steve? So there's a lot of questions with our secondary. Rasul's out. Justin Burris is out. Two guys who play over 90% of the snaps. So we have to depend on Corn Elder, who has been good, but I think he's played about a third of the snaps for the most part. Stanley Thomas Oliver, who I respect him, but do I think he's ready to play a large amount of snaps? Maybe not. Eli Apple, who before he even got here, I had huge questions about, and he hasn't been on the field because he keeps getting hurt. Before the season started, he got on the field, got his shot, got hurt immediately, and now he's back again. I don't know what to really expect out of Eli Apple. He's been hurt this whole time. Practicing hurt, rehabbing. It's hard to actually progress when you're always trying to catch up when you're rehabbing, right? When you're injured and you're hurt, you're not on the field practicing. You're not out there actually going through the motions and getting ready and whatnot. And also, the biggest thing about Eli Apple, while his coverage was never really amazing outside his rookie year and maybe part of his second year in the league, what was the biggest thing about Eli Apple? It was that he was always committing pass interference, holding, illegal contact. What his play on the field and what his game is, what his actual coverage abilities are is probably still in question, but let's not forget that it's also a discipline issue with Eli Apple. So if he does play, I'm still questioning. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen him on the field for any number of real snaps. Has he gotten rid of how he's been? I think he was the most penalized defensive back with those kind of penalties. Right? So there's different levels and different layers to what's going on with our secondary. And I'll just reiterate right now that Dante Jackson has turf toe. We're playing on turf this week. That's going to be a problem. But then again, we don't have to worry about Michael Thomas or Emmanuel Sanders. Now, here's my real problem with the Saints, and I'll get over to the Panthers side of things here in a second. With the Saints, what are our two biggest problems? Our two biggest problems on defense are the Saints' biggest strength. Runs up the middle, and any pass that's going to go over the middle. Do we really trust this man, Tyre Whitehead, to really stop this dude, not Michael Thomas, but Alvin Kamara? Yeah, I agree. I would keep him in the slot, for sure. Then again, I mean, if the Saints were actually at full strength, they put Michael Thomas in the slot all the time. So in a more realistic sense of the in a wider view of this game, if MT was good, Corn Elder would not look good in the slot at all. I put him on the outside because the Saints love to put Michael Thomas in the slot. But under these circumstances, yeah, I would do that. That's a good idea for this game specifically. But in the future against the Saints, I would not use Corn Elder in the slot. Really, I don't know who I would put in the slot because I don't think I think our outside corners are good as outside corners, but I don't know how they look in the slot though. Traveling in the slot and whatnot. I haven't seen it yet. But the big thing is Alvin Kamara, right? Alvin Kamara, who's gonna take Alvin Kamara? Because there are a couple of options here. So you have Alvin Kamara running the ball. Alvin Kamara's gonna get his. If there's any receiver, if there's any running back in the league who's allowed to be in the same conversation as Christian McCaffrey, if you said, I'll let you say one running back. You get one running back who you can say is in the same conversation as being comparable to C-Mac, you're going to say Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara does it all. He runs well. He catches the ball well. He's fast. He's elusive. And he is strong. And he's strong. Right? So he's going to be a problem. We've shown that we can stop the run, but there's also times on the field where we don't stop it. I think we're obviously a bend but don't break. So there's going to be times where things will break open for us or break open against us. Alvin Kamara is the kind of guy, when they don't have Michael Thomas or Emmanuel Sanders, they're going to rely heavily on him. Now check it out. I know none of y'all watched that game between the Giants and the Eagles last night because why would you? You do not have the complete misfortune of watching two high school teams struggle to find out who was going to get the crown of Trash Mountain, the kingdom of Trash Mountain. But I watched that game, and about 4.5 of some of you guys in here watched that game with me. What was the biggest play? Not the biggest play. What was the most frequent play we watched happen in that game? It was those short hitches over the middle to the running backs. Boston Scott and old boy, other dude, forgot his name, don't remember it right now. Y'all tell me in the chat. Tell me I'm dumb for not remembering it. But, okay, I saw someone say that Shaq Thompson's going to cover him, cover Alvin Kamara when he goes out on those swing routes. Is Shaq Thompson going to cover him over the middle of the field, just past the line of scrimmage, on those short hitches that running backs love to go to? Especially when we don't have very many options, like both the Giants and the Eagles had. That's going to be Tyre Whitehead territory, and you can't switch off Shaq or Jeremy Chin because who's going to cover Jared Cook? Huh? It was Gallman. Yeah, it was Gallman. Well, was it Gallman getting those catches? I think it was. Actually, it was pretty even. I think it was pretty even between him and Clement. But yeah, it was even. It was even. I mean, if you put Jeremy, why? Okay, you have Jeremy Chin, so you have Jeremy Chin covering Alvin Kamara over the middle, right? Jeremy Chin's covering Alvin Kamara over the middle. Who's covering Jared Cook? Which guy on the defense is now covering Jared Cook? Which one? Anybody? Anyone got an idea of who's covering Jared Cook on our team? It's a real quick question for everyone involved here. Who knows who is covering Jared Cook, the 6'5", 254-pound linebacker on this Saints team? Anyone have a clue? Now, last year against us, Jared Cook caught 6 passes for 99 yards and a touchdown in our first meeting, Week 11. Week 17, he caught 2 passes for 44 yards and a touchdown. He is a big body tight end who is not scared to hit you. He can box you out. He can body you. We have some good corners, but we have no corner on the team who is guarding a 6'5". Who's guarding Cam Newton. There's no one on the team who's guarding Cam at tight end, right? So you put Jeremy Chin on Alvin Kamara. Who's taking Jared Cook? You put Jeremy Chin on Jared Cook. Are you gonna trust Tyre Whitehead to make a tackle on Alvin Kamara? Sam Franklin get Kamara? Maybe. So, I said Jameer? Did I say Jameer? I don't think I did. If we want to stop Alvin, we got to man up Chin. I agree. If you want to stop Alvin Kamara, you have to put Jeremy Chin on him. That just opens up Jared Cook. That's what I'm saying. Now, there's a lot less options on the field, and I think since there's no MT and there's no and there's no Emmanuel Sanders, you're able to change the coverage a little bit to roll it to a certain side. But look, what I've seen from this team for the past 6 weeks is that tight ends are a mystery to us. And not just on offense. It's not just that Joe Brady has no idea what a tight end does, what it looks like, what it smells like, what it feels like, where it is, when it is, and what it is, and who it is. Phil Snow has also shown that we don't know what to do against a tight end, an actual talented tight end, in coverage. Now, we've played some really good tight ends, and I've seen a lot of quarterbacks just look. The tight end was always open. The tight end usually gets all of their targets, usually catches all their targets. But then they just completely go away from them. I've watched teams completely go away from their tight ends against us, even when they were always open and always making plays. It's kind of strange here, but I don't think that Drew Brees is going to have that option. I don't think Drew Brees will be able to just look off Jared Cook. And I'm very confused as to who's going to be the guy who stops Jared Cook. Now, I know it's going to cut. Now, we can talk about who's going to cover him. We can explain and pontificate and have our hypotheses on who's going to cover Jared Cook. I'm asking who's going to stop him. Out indefinitely? I don't know about indefinitely, but I know he's out for this game. I mean, he just hurt his hamstring, so I assume he's out for a week. I'm just gonna assume he's out for 1 week. I don't know if I heard anything more about his injury. Also, it's a little bit iffy. It's a little bit weird to me how we haven't heard about what happened to Justin Burris. I feel like they know what happened to his ribs. I think he broke a rib, but I mean, these tests come in pretty quickly. The medical industry has made huge strides. He hurt his ribs. Like, you know, if it was a bruised rib, I think we would know by now. Like, if he just got a bruised rib and it was going to be a 2-week, 3-week recovery, I think we'd know. The Panthers organization, they know what happened to Justin Burris. Chin has a 41-inch vertical. He can guard Cook. Okay. There it is. Stacy just said Chin has a 41-inch vertical. That means he can guard Jared Cook. That's all I need to hear. Thank you. There's the analysis right there. 41-inch vertical means that you can guard a 6'5", 250-pound tight end. I've seen Jared cook both Thomas Davis and Luke Kuechly. Both of them. I've seen him cook both of them. But Jeremy Chinn can do the job. I have no doubt about that. Wasn't it the helmet grill? What do you mean? I'm not doubting you. Wait, what do you mean? I'm not doubting you. I'm not doubting that he has a 41-inch vertical. I'm saying a 41-inch vertical isn't the end-all be-all to guarding Jared Cook. I'm saying I don't care what your vertical is. What's your strength when you get boxed out by Jared Cook? I'm saying, what are you gonna do when he's up the field running? I'm not saying Jeremy Chinn doesn't have a 41-inch vertical. That could be true. I'm saying that may not be the only thing to really worry about when you're defending Jared Cook. And I'm not saying that Jeremy Chinn can't contain him. I'm saying Jared Cook is a huge red zone threat. Wait, actually, Jared Cook went to USC, so Diva might know a little bit about him. Although he's kind of older. I don't know if you was fucking with USC way back in the way back. But still. Oh yeah. I don't know if it's the helmet grill, but I know that someone's helmet did hit him in the ribs. I don't know if it was exactly the grill. I didn't really see, I don't remember all that. But I do know that someone's head planted under his shoulder pads, right under where the padding ends. But yeah, this is going to be a game where once again we're looking at what can Phil Snow do and how can he adjust? How can he have these different players? These guys, look, so the Saints have guys, important players who are going to be hurt and out. We have very important players as well in the secondary who are going to be out. So looking at second and third stringers versus second and third stringers in the pass game for our pass defense and the Saints passing offense. I think the two biggest threats on this Saints offense are going to be Jared Cook and Alvin Kamara, and I think the people who are most well suited to defend against them are the same people. And okay, and that's just fine. But I'm not quite sure I've seen enough. If you're saying that Jeremy Chinn is the guy to stop Jared Cook. Now, I'm not sure what you're saying by stop. You mean like actually make sure he doesn't do anything? I'm not sure there's very many players in the league right now who can completely stop this man Jared Cook. I'm not going to say that. Look, I'm going to be realistic here. Jared Cook's a very good tight end who's underrated. But I haven't seen enough out of Shaq Thompson consistently. I think Shaq Thompson on his best day can work well against Alvin Kamara. And he can work well enough against Jared Cook. But I think I've seen some pretty inconsistent play where it's hard to really say, I know what I'm going to get out of Shaq Thompson from week to week and from play to play. Like, I can just say, Shaq's out there. I know what he's going to give me. I have no worries at all what he's going to do play to play. Steve is a douche? What are you saying? LOL, Panther meat in that gumbo? This is like the weakest trash talk of all time. I'm not even worried about what this dude's saying. Oh, I talked about it a little bit earlier, Jordan. It doesn't mean anything to me. I don't think AB is going to last in the league. I mean, he's probably going to be out in the next 7-8 weeks. But either way, the way I put it was the last game the Bucs play, AB will not be active. Whether it's week 17 or it's in the playoffs, whatever the last game the Buccaneers play, AB will not be active on that roster. He's in the conversation, Stacy. Yeah, he's in the conversation for sure. I think he needs a couple more interceptions to be Defensive Rookie of the Year as a linebacker. You have to have a ton of tackles and you have to have interceptions. The biggest thing, you have to have counting numbers, especially when you're on a team that doesn't get coverage. A team with no coverage, where the media just doesn't like us unless we're absolutely dumpstering teams. Like you see how we beat the Cardinals, but the Cardinals still get more press than us, and they have a pretty, comparable record to us, there's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. So what's going on there and what's going on here, if you're not getting all the media attention, you have to force their attention to you with your numbers, and they have to be all-time great. They have to be all-time great. So I think he needs at least 4 interceptions. I don't think he can do it with 3, but if he has 3 interceptions, he needs to have double-digit passes defended, and I think double digits, that's not 10. It has to be at least 12 or 13 at the very least if he does not have 4 interceptions. And then, obviously, he needs to have over 100 tackles. Who was it? Was it Dante Fowler who got it a few years ago? Was it Dante Fowler on the Jags? Right? Yeah, Fowler. He had a couple years ago. He had stats that just really just shook you. Honestly, his stats. I wasn't really watching Jags games at the time. They were a bad team. They were a horrible team. But he had just disgusting stats. You couldn't even deny it. There was no way you could look away from it. You said he has to be the defensive rookie of the year because what he's doing out here on the field is some of the most disgusting things I've ever seen a player do ever. And in their first year. So it's gonna take a little bit more for Dante to not Dante, but for Jeremy Chin to get D-Roy. Well, we weren't getting pressed with Cam. Yeah, we weren't getting pressed with Cam. I mean, we're a team that's in North Carolina. Let's be real. I mean, look, the Celtics get love. They have Kimba. I mean, well, they also have that's not a good example. But yeah, we're a team in North Carolina, and we win some years. We don't win other years. We're up and down. If we were consistently winning, maybe. But even with C-Mac, we have what I think is the best running back in the game. But you could argue, but I think every single person in the media would agree that C-Mac is a top 3 running back in the game. Teams don't care, or these people don't care. They'd rather talk about New York because it's New York. They have Saquon, but, it's still New York, so you can talk about Saquon a little bit more. Yeah, obviously the Cowboys have Zeke. It's the Cowboys. They're going to get pressed whether they're horrible or good. It doesn't really matter. They're going to get pressed no matter what, right? Forgetting about Brian Burns? Did I forget about him? I think we're just still talking about a certain matchup. We're talking about the matchup between Alvin Kamara, Jared Cook, and our defense. Brian Burns has decent coverage, but I wouldn't say he's my first option or even the second option to cover either one of those dudes. We're still on the Saints offense, talking about their 2 biggest weapons. I'll get to our pass rush in a second because there's a lot to go about that as well. But yeah, we're not even on that yet. I didn't forget. We're just not there yet. Hey Stacy, you don't have to spam, my brother. You don't have to spam. I'll get to Robbie Anderson. I promise you I'll get to Robbie Anderson. I think putting anyone at middle linebacker, replacing anyone on our roster right now at middle linebacker would be a coin flip. I'm not gonna say, just put anyone there. Am I gonna say they're gonna be great? It's a coin flip. I guess you may as well try it. It's just like playing with house money. You see Tyre Whitehead isn't working out, so you're just gonna say, okay, put some other guy in there. I'm not gonna say that there's anybody on the team who you put at middle linebacker right now and say, yeah, they're going to be great. They're going to, be starter in the NFL level talent at middle linebacker right when they get out there. Anyone who goes out there right now is going to be a coin flip. It could really go either way. I would never say I have supreme confidence in any player on the roster right now playing middle linebacker. I will believe in Jordan Kunashek. That would be less of a coin flip. He would have been less of a coin flip. But Kenny Robinson or JC or any of these other dudes, I mean, even putting Jeremy Chin at middle linebacker or putting Shaq at middle linebacker, I don't see I see those as maybe less of a coin flip, but still I think Jeremy Chin has much more value on the outside. Shaq has more value on the outside. So while you would be helping out the middle, I think those players specifically have more value on the outside to where you're only it might even be a negative because you're taking them away from what they do better, right? Yeah, AB's weird. AB's really weird. Wait, Marquise Haynes standing up? Wait. Why would Marquise Haynes be behind them? Wait, why would Marquise Haynes be behind them? If Kenny is the middle linebacker and there's Jeremy Chin and Shaq Thompson, what does wait, do you mean behind them as in behind them in the depth chart? Or like literally behind them on the field at linebacker? I mean, I think Marquise Haynes is already behind them in the depth chart, so that can't be what you're talking about. If you mean behind them at linebacker, I mean, I guess situationally, but I still don't think Kenny Robinson at middle linebacker is anything more than a coin flip. And that's play to play. That's play to play. But still, so I think Jared Cook and Alvin Kamara are obviously going to be the biggest problems for us. Alvin Kamara can tear up any defense, any healthy defense, right? So I think what's going to happen here is this might turn into a time of possession battle. Getting to our offense, I want to know just how healthy Mike Davis is. I think that's the biggest thing for me. I want to know just how good Mike Davis is. I know he was a full participant in practice, right? A full participant. But I want to see how good he is. Can he handle 100% of the load? Because we've seen so far, if Mike Davis goes down, I like the little bit that I saw of Trenton Cannon. I was cool with it, right? I was cool with what I saw from the little bit I saw of Trenton Cannon. But I don't know if Mike Davis goes down, I don't have a lot of faith in our backups. Curtis Samuel is another threat back there, who I've said it's a while now. I think Curtis Samuel, him in the run game could work. I just think that's the one thing in this offense we haven't figured out. I think we figured out a lot in this offense. I think we've shown that with or without C-Mac, we can do a lot of different things. The offense can move up and down the field. Now, getting to the red zone, we've had good games, we've had bad games, but moving between the 20s has never been a problem for this team in a single game. My biggest question is, what do we do with Curtis Samuel? I don't think him in the run game really works. I think we don't scheme it right, and I don't know what the solution would be. I have no clue what the solution would be. Maybe a lot more trickery, but I don't really see Joe Brady being the kind of guy to throw in a bunch of trickery into his playbook. What his plays? I wouldn't call them basic, and I wouldn't call them uninspired or predictable. But I don't see Joe Brady throwing in a ton of trickery. Like a motion sweep, play action, pump to one side, go to the other side with a screen, and then the very next time you do that same kind of motion, you do the same kind of setup, but you hand it off, and then later on in the game, you do that same kind of motion, but it's like a flea flicker or something like that, and it gets to the defense looking at different things numerous times, but different results or different actual plays out of it. I don't see Joe Brady doing that. In depth, I feel you. But yeah, that's the thing. That's the other thing, though. Good question, Madden Mobile, because Curtis is questionable. We have a lot more guys who are questionable in this game. And it's his knee. But the next question I have about Curtis Samuel is, how are you going to use him? And are you going to use him? Are you actually going to use Curtis Samuel? And is it going to be effective? Like, I feel like this whole year we haven't used Kurtco in the right way. A lot of times we don't even use him. You feel me? A lot of times we don't even use Curtis. So right now he's listed as questionable, and John Miller's out. John Miller's out. On the actual injury report on the Panthers site, it says questionable, but he is 100% out for this game. But yeah, Curtis Samuel. Curtis is a player who I just feel like we just don't know what to do with him. Either Teddy does not like going to him, or the scheme around us, the scheme that we're using, just doesn't incentivize. I don't know what it is, because it works. The scheme seems like it works, right? I mean, Robbie Anderson is one of the best receivers in the league right now. You really can't question that. You really can't, argue against it. He's one of the best receivers in the whole league right now. So, oh, I see now. Oh, I see. You said Jameer. I now I see your name is Jameer. I thought someone was telling me I said Tyre Whitehead, but I actually said Jameer. Never mind. That's from like a minute ago. But I don't think we use him right, and also his knee he has a knee issue. He was limited all week. He's questionable. I hate these levels of I hate these levels of game status. Questionable could mean anything. Questionable could mean anything. Doubtful means out, and out means okay, he's really really out. There's no shot at all. Doubtful seems like one of those trap statuses where it's just really weird. But questionable could be anything from he's definitely playing to yeah he's out of there. But yeah, Curtis is definitely a question mark for us, right? Definitely a question mark for us. What are you talking about, Monty? Yeah, we probably get a fourth for him. I don't know about trading. The only player I would ever even think about trading him for is Quentin Williams. I don't like the idea of trading Curtis for a player at all, because the main reason I don't want us to keep Curtis is because we have to pay him. After this year, you have to pay him, which would be kind of hurting the team, because you have to pay whatever huge amount of money you got to pay Taylor Moton, because I'm sure he is betting on himself and going out this whole year without doing an extension. If we don't get to sign Taylor Moton at the end of this season, that is not Marty Hurney's fault. We couldn't have signed Taylor Moton before. We couldn't have signed him last offseason because we paid C-Mac and we also paid Shaq Thompson. And if we didn't pay Shaq Thompson, we probably would have paid James Bradbury, and I would have had no problem with that. But Taylor Moton looks like he's betting on himself. And when you have the whole league bidding on you, and when you're as good at tackle as Taylor Moton is, there are other teams who might just outbid us, and other teams who are probably in a more win now situation where if you're Taylor Moton, you think to yourself, I mean, look, you gave me my start, Carolina, but if the Chiefs come calling, I might have to boot Scoot Boogie. If Seattle with their O line, if they start calling, I might have to boot Scoot Boogie. You feel me? So there are situations where Taylor Moton, we have to wait. We have to at least put a bid in for him. So Curtis might have to get traded because I don't think we can actually pay him. What up, Obi? But yeah, I wouldn't trade him for a player though. The only player I would trade Curtis for is Quentin Williams, and that would be a package. I think that'd be Curtis and maybe another player. No, Curtis and another pick, and they give us a later pick as well, which would be all right because the Jets are gonna have early picks in whatever round they draft in. So it'll be a top of the line. If it's like Curtis in a fourth, and we get a Jets fifth back, that's gonna be like an upper echelon fifth. So it's gonna still be like one of like a very late fourth, basically. And around late fourth, early fifth, that's all about actually having good scouts. They could really have gone in any of those two rounds. Yeah, that's probably like what the official listing is. But what I've seen from NFL teams is they really do cheese those designations. You can really easily cheese those designations. I've seen guys be doubtful and then come out and play immaculate games. I've seen dudes be listed as questionable and then be out for like the next 2 weeks. Oh yeah, talking about DJ too. Talking about DJ. Buffalo Panthers call exactly. But talking about DJ, this game, well, this game isn't going to be on him. I think we have to find out if we can really trust him, because one of the reasons we can't play Curtis is because you want to really trust and be able to pay DJ more in the next couple of years. I don't see us fifth year optioning him and then also franchise tagging him. Don't see that happening at all. So it's going to be pretty soon when you have to actually pay DJ. He has to prove that he can put together a couple seasons where he is reliable. Had fumble issues early. Had a good year, had a great year last year. He has to be able to be like one of those guys you can say without a shadow of a doubt, I know what I'm going to get out of DJ Moore. He will not fade away in very important moments. He will not fade away in very important moments. Streaky? DJ? Oh. Whitehead saying Tyre is streaky? I think calling Tyre streaky is being very nice. I think you're soft selling it. I think you're soft selling it. Streaky is a compliment for Tyre. I ain't gonna lie to you. But whether we waste the money? I don't know. You mean like extending him? Man, he'd probably be really cheap, honestly. But he's doing well. He's doing well enough. I don't mind Stephen Weatherly. Or do you mean Whitehead? Do you mean Tyre Whitehead? Stephen Weatherly's been all right. I don't have any problems with him. But yeah, DJ has to prove that he can be a player who can consistently be at a high level and always produce. If he can't do that, this is a game to do it too. This is a divisional game, which can be. I think this division can end up having a lot of teams in the same area around the same record. So having a tiebreaker with either the Saints or the Bucs. Now the Bucs, we can't do that. We can't have a tiebreaker with them. We can tie with them, but the Saints, if we have a tiebreaker with them, if we can win this game against them, then we can look really good. I don't see us sweeping. I don't know. I don't really see us sweeping the Saints. It's gonna be a really hard thing to do. I think we're gonna have to split with both the Bucs and the Saints. But getting a win up on them is very important, because at least the tiebreaker will be with a mutual team that we played. Probably, no, the tiebreaker is going to be divisional record, which is going to be good for us as well. Teddy's bad? Is he? Is Teddy bad? I don't know about that. I don't think Teddy's bad. I think Teddy is about what we've I think, wait, no, not about. I think Teddy's been better than we expected. I think Teddy's been better than what any of us thought he'd be coming to the team. No, Teddy's good. Oh, cost us a game? I mean, I don't know. I don't know about that. I think one game wasn't winnable. Another game was bad play calling. And another game was DJ not catching the ball. Yeah. But also, yeah, he had more than one drop. I don't want to say way more than one drop, but also his 50% catch rate, some of those passes were either highly contested or behind. I will say this, Teddy does tend to throw behind targets kind of often. He doesn't really overthrow dudes like Cam used to, but I have noticed that it is a little bit harder for Teddy to throw dudes in stride. That's going to be an issue. But the biggest thing about us, I think what the Saints have to do on offense is they're going to have to test Tyre Whitehead and Shaq Thompson. I don't know if I test Jeremy Chin too often. Don't think I test Jeremy Chin too often. They're going to have to go to Jared Cook early and say, let's see if we can actually use him in this game. Let's see how much we can use him in this game and go from there. For us, I think it's about time possession. I'm not really sure how much I feel like testing this Saints secondary. I won't lie to you. I don't know how sure I am about testing this Saints secondary. Now we have looked good against some secondaries, and I think we've seen Robbie have some bad outings out there. I think we've seen Robbie have some pretty bad situations, catching balls and being in the right spot. But that's also a problem with Teddy having magnets in his eyes, literally glued, and with the other magnets glued to Robbie's helmet. Like there are plays where, you know how some quarterbacks, the hot routes on the right side of the field, so they snap the ball, but they look left for most of the play, and they're counting their head 1, 2, 3, and they know where the player should be on the right side. And if they're open where they're supposed to be, then that's the play. If they're not open, there should be another okay, he's not open, 5, and he sees one of his dump offs open right there, or one of his if someone's short to get the ball out, then he can look there. Now, obviously, you don't get 5 seconds every play. It happens much quicker than that. But there's plenty of plays where Teddy is just staring down Robbie, and it's just very, very obvious. And I'm a little bit worried that this Saints defense just knows, okay, first off, they love Robbie Anderson. Let's stop Robbie. Let's try to stop Robbie. Let's try to get him bracketed. Secondly, they don't throw to tight ends. They will never throw Teddy Bridgewater hates tight ends for whatever reason. Maybe it's him. Maybe it's Joe Brady. They do not throw to tight ends, point blank, period. So let's not worry about tight ends, because even when they're wide open, and I promise you, come to the streams I do, which there will be another stream this week, Sunday starting at noon. I'm going to do a pregame show and a live stream throughout the whole game, play by play. We're going to speak on it. And on Thursday. But we don't, I point out numerous times when either Chris Manhertz or Ian Thomas is open and Teddy just doesn't look at them at all. I've seen Teddy pull the ball down and run straight into 2 defenders and completely ignore an open Ian Thomas on 3rd down. I've seen it happen. So tight ends are obviously not a factor, not in the plans for this offense. And the Saints know that. I mean, if we all know it, the Saints know it. So then you consider we don't really use Curtis Samuel very much. He did get 5 targets and he got 5 receptions early. Those were early in that game against the Bears. But then he really wasn't a big factor later on in the game. So, I mean, really the game plan is Robbie Anderson and DJ if you're in the secondary. AB washed and got CT. He's going to play like trash. Nah, I don't think AB's going to be trash. I think AB is going to be one of the best receivers in the league. He's just going to be one of the best receivers in the league for all of 4 or 5 weeks before he tweets something or he texts someone something that gets screen capped or screenshot and gets made public. Yeah, he has about a month and a half tops before he's up out of there. I'm going to come back on Sunday. I want to remove her. The D will be... I guess I want to remember this. The D will be amazing. Teddy won't be able to score. Interception, the red zone. Remember that? I'm looking for whether or not you retype that with literally any way I can actually read it. I'm going to need you to go ahead and reword that, my brother, because I have not a single clue what you're talking about. Please reword that. Teddy's passes are bad. I don't know. The touchdown that he dropped in the back of the end zone literally hit him in the hands and the chest. If he would have dropped that after getting hit, I'd understand it because he's up in the air and that's kind of a hard catch. But it hit him in both of his hands, then hit him in the chest before the hit came. You have to at least secure the ball first. If you drop the ball when you get hit, if someone's helmet hits you in the hands after the ball is already secured and it pops out, that's a whole different thing. DJ just cold drops those passes sometimes. And I agree. Teddy's passes aren't always that great. But that touchdown on that play, nah. That's 100% DJ. 100% DJ. Especially if you're looking to try to get, number one receiver money. If you're a first round receiver and you're looking to get paid very soon, you have to make that catch. No clue, Jameer. There's been no word. We won't know when he's active again until they say something about it. There's no designation on IR. Yeah, Robert's really good. Only 23. Who are the big three on the Panthers offense? Isaiah. I don't think you need me to tell you who the big three are on the offense. I think you already know. I think you have a very clear clue who the big three are on offense. But yeah, I'm a little bit worried about this Saints secondary. Now look, Cam Jordan has been a monster against us. He had a personal problem with Cam Newton. We all know about the Cam Jordan, Cam Newton, their rivalry. That was something serious, right? That was something serious. I'm not really all too... The Saints front seven is actually all right. I'm not all too worried about much of anyone else outside of Cam Jordan, but Cam Jordan is so disruptive that you have to worry about him. You can't just... You can try to ignore everyone else you want to, but that don't really matter because Cam Jordan can wreck everything you're doing. Even if you just try to run the ball away from him. Double team him, run away from him, he finds a way to break up out of that and catch you, run you down from the opposite side of the line and make things happen. It is a problem. Okay? It's a problem. This Saints team with Cam Jordan is a problem. They're one of the best Ds in the league, but we're only 2 or 3 spots behind them. I mean, people they're about league average in passing yards. They're about league average in passing yards, but they do actually allow a lot of points. They allow 30 points a game, which is more than us, which is, that's pretty clean. We allow 23.5 points per game. They allow 30. So, but there's been one game this early in the year can really inflate those numbers a lot. They've only played 5 games, and one big game can really destroy you. But I really want to see what we can do with Mike Davis in the run game. I think if we can't establish the run in this game, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. And the Saints have the 6th best run defense in the league, averaging only allowing 100 yards on the ground. Now, that can be one of those stats that's a little bit misleading because the Falcons have the 5th best run defense, allowing 97.2 yards per game. But that's because literally everyone knows you can just pass on the Falcons and they can't do anything to stop it. We were the same way, I think in 2018 or 2016, where we had the 3rd best run defense in terms of yards, but we had one of the least run attempts against because teams knew why run the ball against the Panthers? We can just pass the ball. So we looked like we had an elite run defense. But what the truth was that teams just didn't respect our secondary, and they're like, okay, yeah, that's cool. You can do what you're gonna do in the front 7. I'm targeting those guys. So run defense can be a little bit tricky to really interpret without actually looking at the games themselves. You can't score in the red zone. All you have is that BS play action and runs. Yeah, that weird jumbo package where we run the play action is very strange. I don't even think we've run out of that package once. I'm pretty sure we have not run out of that package one time. I've seen us run that play numerous times on the goal line, and even in third and short situations in the middle of the field. It's a problem. Wait, Scott Turner-ish? Wait, that's actually just... Nah, that's actually dumb. That's actually literally the dumbest thing I've read all day. No, Joe Brady is very impressive. The only problem is his red zone offense. No. Joe Brady's been very impressive. I don't even know what you're talking about. Joe Brady's been very impressive. The only problem with Joe Brady is that he doesn't know what to do in the red zone. And we've had a couple good red zone. We've had one really good red zone game and another one that was all right. I can say that, maybe Joe Brady not using Curtis Samuel as much, and maybe the tight ends not being incorporated in the offense are problems, but the offense works. The offense is perfect between the 20s. We have literally zero problems moving the ball on anyone. There was not a single week so far this year we've had problems moving the ball between the 20s. So I'm not quite sure about that. That's part of it, but can I really blame? Am I gonna? I personally, I like it. I don't like it because tight ends can be useful in the red zone, but between the 20s, if it's working without using it, like I can't say I hate him for not using Curtis Samuel because the offense looks good, and I'm not really sure Curtis Samuel is the best red zone threat on the team. I'll use tight ends, and we don't use tight ends in the red zone. I think the players we ignore the most might be the players we have to go to in the area of the field that we have the most problems with, but I'm not sure what you could do to scheme Curtis Samuel better, because these runs we scheme for him just don't look good. He's had one decent run game, and that was when he had 4 rushes for 28 yards. I wouldn't even call that a good running game, honestly. It's all right for a receiver to get that kind of yardage. I can tell we're going to get these "we need Luke back" comments and whatnot for the next 4 or 5 years. Kind of like it only just ended. You know how I always got annoyed people talking about, well, in 2015 this, and 2015 that, and what was going on in 2015 can be what's going on. Like, I always annoyed me, like, bro, it happened 5 years ago. Can we please move past 5 years ago? Look, Luke is not coming back. Luke is not coming back. I miss Luke. I miss Julius Peppers. I miss Smitty. You feel me? I miss Colin Jones. I miss all of our greatest players of all time. If we could just have an all Panthers team, I would agree with you. Yes, please. Can we please have an all Panthers team where I miss Greg Olsen? I wish we could have every single greatest player of Panthers history on this team. Yes, I miss them. But he's not coming back. Maybe we get a quarterback. I don't know. Maybe we do. Maybe wait till next year. Or maybe wait till the 2022 draft. But yeah, Teddy's on a 2-year deal. And I don't trust this fan base to be smart enough to let a quarterback sit down for a full year without begging for him to come in. They begged for a third string guy. No, they begged for a third round guy who was borderline a 4th round quarterback who everyone knew wasn't ready for the NFL. The fan base begged for him to come in, not knowing a single thing about him, seeing him in the preseason, seeing he was not ready, and knowing that he only had Kyle Allen in the locker room teaching him the game. They said, you know what? The week after your head coach and OC both get fired, go out on the field and do what you're going to do. And also, we're going to judge you based off this game right here. We're going to judge you based off of these circumstances and then call you a bust. I don't think this fan base is actually, I'll be real with you, they don't know how to evaluate quarterbacks, okay? So we can talk about, we'll let them sit for a year, we'll be responsible, do the right thing. I don't know if that's going to happen. I'd probably rather wait till 2022 to get a quarterback. But also, that doesn't really matter. Whether we get one this year or next year, I don't think it really matters. That's actually kind of irrelevant to the point we're making right now. Also, everyone knew. This isn't exactly, breaking news. Wait. Are you telling me? Wait, hold up. Are you telling me that Teddy Bridgewater, the guy on a 3-year deal that has a huge, very easy out in year 3, where the team does not lose any money cutting him? Are you telling me he's not the future quarterback of the Panthers? He isn't the franchise guy. He's not the dude who's gonna be leading us for the next 10 to 15. Are you? Hold up. There's just no way. There's just no way. You're telling me that Teddy Bridgewater isn't the quarterback of the future? I'm actually shocked. I'm actually quite literally shocked to hear that. But yeah. No, I don't hate our fan base. I just think that this is what being a fan is. I mean, you have to overreact, and a lot. It's all about overreaction and whatnot. You feel me? And that's part of being a fan, I think. On your birthday, the Falcons game. That's what's up. That's what's up. Nah, Shelly hates DJ. I'm already convinced of that. Shelly, I think DJ cut Shelly off in traffic one day, and he's like, "Hold on, who is that? DJ? Oh hell nah, nah." But really? Oh, they. If I know that, I thought everyone knew. I thought everyone knew we were gonna get rid of Teddy. The contract is a 2-year deal. Yeah, I don't see us keeping him unless Teddy goes crazy year 2, where the money looks good to actually keep him. I think he just gets cut. I mean, the money is the way the contract's set up. The team is just very easily able to drop him after year 2. Of Luke McCaffrey, Jesus. Yeah, the Eagles fan base is pretty bad. The Cowboys fan base is actually literal 12-year-olds. There's not a single. I don't care how old you are. If you're a Cowboys fan, you're actually 12 years old, and I cannot have a conversation. I haven't had a smart conversation about football with a single Cowboys fan. I have never in my life had a conversation with a Cowboys fan where they've said a single even coherent thought about the game of football, the shape of football, the color of the field of football. I mean, I know about Boise State, but I mean, at least at least let me know you know anything about any element of the game of football. And I just think that there's not a single. I mean, really, be real with you. I don't want to hear about football from any fan of a team in the NFC East. I don't. Cowboys fans are delusional. Eagles fans are just crazy, honestly. Giants fans, y'all love Eli Manning. I can't look. I know he won some games for y'all, but you have love for Eli Manning. I can't talk to you. Washington football team, y'all have bigger issues to talk about than football. Look, there's bigger things, there's bigger fish to fry than football. I can't speak on football for the Washington team fan because I gotta ask you, why are you still a fan of that team? I won't lie to you. I don't care if making these videos right now, making Panthers videos. I would stop making Panthers videos tomorrow and hop to a different team immediately. If it came out that the Panthers were doing the same things that the Washington football team was doing, I would not be a fan of any team doing that kind of stuff for that long and having an owner like Dan Schneider. Come on now, bro. No. I don't care, bro. I'd be willing to lose every single one of y'all as a viewer. I would not be a fan of the Panthers if it came out, in a couple years that we were doing the same exact things that team in Washington was doing. I wouldn't be a fan of this team. I wouldn't do it. I really wouldn't do it. It's weird, bro. It's literally weird. And weird isn't even the right word for it. Weird isn't really the right word for it, bro. It's just despicable, honestly. Just despicable, really. Steelers fans are also weird. Oh man, when we had those games against the Steelers, Steelers fans were in the comments for weeks, bro. I had Steelers fans in the comments for weeks. Jesus, bro, that was a bad time. They were just weird as hell too, bro. Weird as hell. Weird as hell. Ron in the hot seat? I don't know, bro. I can never tell what they're gonna do over there. I think they hired Ron to be, the punching bag, the figurehead for, like, if you have a problem with the team, we look at Ron Rivera. Don't look at me anymore. Don't look at Dan anymore. A Cowboys fan? Jesus. That'd be the saddest day of my life. I really do wonder what the Cowboys YouTube market looks like. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it with a straight face. I don't know what I would do. I really don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would do. High key. What up, fam? What's good with you? It wasn't just the blowout, bro. They're talking about hurting Cam's shoulder and shit, bro. Like, it was, bro. It was more than that. They were being supremely weird. And, like, I could go low blow and talk about what their quarterback has done, but Jesus, I mean, they're just being this different breed. They were being a different breed, bro. Steelers fans are, like, definitely top, I can't even say top 3 weirdest because there's so many weird fan bases. They're definitely top 5 weirdest, though. The Steelers fan base is definitely top 5 weirdest. Ron's fault coaching a bad player? I mean, yeah. I mean, he got Dwayne Haskins. I mean, what do you expect? What do you expect? What's the game this year that's going to be completely derails our season? I don't know. We're going 13-3. We might go 14-2 still. I haven't decided yet. We still might be going 14-2. But where are we in this game analysis? We spoke on the Saints offense and how the biggest members we have to worry about are Jared Cook and Alvin Kamara, and how the player who's best suited to guard those players is the same person. So there's going to be a lot of defending by committee, a lot of, I feel like our zone just looks so ugly. I'm not going to lie to you. I feel like our zone just looks so weird. Like, I feel like I don't know what it is. When we play man, I don't hate it so much, but I think our zone is, like, kind of easy to dot up. Now, I know it was, I mean, it was Nick Foles. Nick Foles was really carving up that zone. I didn't like it. I didn't like what I was seeing about our zone. Then we have a bunch of new players in. It's a little weird. Nah, he's not horrible at all. He's not horrible. He just has to be a lot. He has to be better if he wants to be, paid like a first round receiver, getting his first real deal in the NFL. Okay, yeah. Putting Kyle Allen is, I mean, maybe. I mean, yeah, maybe. But it was up to me. Look, if it was me making the choice, I would never allow Alex Smith on a football field again. He couldn't come to my team. Bro, the dude almost died. I saw a picture of Alex Smith's leg. It looked like, I don't even know how to describe it. Alex Smith's leg was literally just destroyed. And that's not even doing it justice. Like, the real description of what happened to his leg was something just so bad that I really just, it's hard for me to even imagine, like, looking at something so ugly and so disgusting again, bro. It was bad. But, I mean, yeah, if he wants to play and he's healthy, I guess you should let him play. But if it was me, bro, I'd say, bro, Alex, just stop, bro. Just stop, bro. Right? Like, what's that dude's name? Oscar Pistorius? Didn't he kill his girlfriend? Who was that dude? That was a minute ago, too. Some of y'all too young to know about Oscar Pistorius. Some of y'all a little bit too young to know about Oscar Pistorius. I just left Bible study. This is Bible study. What are you talking about? But yeah, I mean, look, there's Cam Jordan. Someone mentioned Trey Hendrickson. I won't lie to you. I actually do respect Trey Hendrickson. I slept on that one. I really did sleep on that one. But when I say that I'm really mostly worried about this secondary, Jack Rabbit is coming back for the first time. Justin Hardy is actually a good corner, but Malcolm Jenkins, Marshawn Lattimore, who is a monster. You can't describe him in any other way than a monster. And then Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the man brave enough to look Michael Thomas in the eye and call him a slant boy. Now, what I'm gonna do if I'm Robbie or whoever CJ GJ is covering, well, he's in the slot, so probably it's gonna be Curtis. Just real quick, on the first play we line up, I'm just gonna tap him on his helmet a little bit low, like right here. Tap him on his helmet like a little bit low, like right here. I'm assuming that Michael Thomas hit him in the jaw, right? I gotta test and see if that jaw is still tender. Is that jaw it's a little tender still? If that jaw's a little bit tender, I'm gonna give it a little quick check. I'm gonna give him a quick little elbow there, clean hit. I'm just trying to, right here. He pressed me. I hit him one time, one quick time. You have to guess the right side of the jaw. Now I'm assuming that Michael Thomas is right-handed, so he probably hit him in the left side of his face. But it's possible that Michael Thomas is left-handed. I don't know this. He could be left-handed like OBJ and hit him in the right side of his face. Right? No. Yes? Yeah. So you have to understand. Maybe Michael Thomas didn't punch him. Maybe he slapped him. Maybe he slapped him with the back of his hand and he went right side. He's right-handed, but he hit him on the right side of his face, going across his body. You never know. You have to guess these things. They say that 80% of the game is half mental. You have to think about all scenarios. So honestly, it could be a number of different things going on here. You have to just get the right side of the face. You got to choose the right one. You can't do it to both sides. You can't do the move twice. You can't do the move twice. You might get ejected. You can say it was an accident the first time. You can't do it twice. You got to check the chin, see how the jaw feeling. If you see him wince, you got him. If you see him wince, he's Carson. So you gotta check him real quick. And then if you can get Chauncey Gardner-Johnson off his game, then maybe you might have a target where you can actually move the ball against and make things happen for Teddy Bridgewater. Oh no, it's not dirty. No, it's not dirty. It's not dirty. It's not dirty if they don't see it. You gotta see it. My boy Jordan hit the y'all some Googlers. Oh, y'all some damn Googlers. Oh, y'all was on that Google. How old am I? I'm 42. Diva, what's up? Our number one, Robbie. That's easy. I tried spamming your channel link in the Week 7 preview live, but no one listened? Huh? Which one? What do you mean? What Week 7 preview live? Who? The NFL official channel? Do they do live streams? Did YouTube unsubscribe me from the NFL's YouTube channel? They did. That's so weird, bro. I swear I've been getting unsubscribed to a bunch of different channels over the last I don't even know. Over the last couple of months. I was unsubscribed from Cam's channel, the NFL, and a couple of other channels I follow. But I've just been unsubscribed to a few channels that I just know I would never unsubscribe from, and some channels that I would never, that I definitely was subscribed to at one point. It was a little weird. Oh, hold up. Actually, you might be right. Maybe what happened was, maybe it wasn't a hamstring. Maybe he punched a teammate in the hamstring, and they said, Michael, stop doing that. Stop doing it. Stop doing it. And he's got in trouble. But yeah. Uh, you gotta see. I think Chauncey Gardner Johnson is probably the weakest link, but he's not bad. I wouldn't. Well, compared to everyone else, he is. Compared to everyone else on that team, he's not very good. But he's not really a punching bag. But he's who you have to test. If you're gonna test anyone, you got to go to the slot, and I think that's going to be good because we put all three of our receivers in the slot. We put Robbie in the slot. We see a lot of trips from us, and I want to see what kind of defense this Saints team decides to go against with us. And when we go to trips, a lot of teams use trips a lot, actually. More often than I've seen them before. I've seen trips way more than I ever have before from every team in the league. But we're in it pretty often. I want to see who they guard, who's on who. I want to see who is on who. Who is Marshawn Lattimore on? Do they leave Marshawn Lattimore on an island with Robbie Anderson? And I want to see if Marshawn Lattimore actually has a chance at stopping Robbie, or if he doesn't just travel with them. If Marshawn Lattimore actually travels with Robbie, then that's gonna be a harder matchup. But what do we do? What does Teddy do when he can't just stare down Robbie? Will he actually go to his tight ends? The answer to that question is no. But what's going to happen on the offense when Robbie isn't open, or when Robbie isn't a smart pass to make? Three biggest surprises: Rasul Douglas. Probably Rasul Douglas, Dante, and Corn Elder. Corn Elder playing so many minutes, so many snaps, and us just not giving up immediate touchdowns. I had already decided what I thought of Corn Elder. I thought Corn was weird for even being on the roster. Actually, I didn't even know when we signed him. I have no idea when we signed Corn Elder back to the roster. But him being on the field so often and actually being productive and not a problem really, gotta be my top three. No, he's not. But he is. But he is obviously Teddy's favorite target, and Teddy does tend to stare him down on plenty of passing downs. Also, when it comes to the pass game to receivers, it's literally only just DJ because they don't look at passing to Curtis very often at all. And, I mean, when you pass to Mike Davis, it's going to be one of two routes. It's going to be a swing or it's going to be one of those short hitches. So, I mean, that's not going to be one of those issues where that's like part of the well, we do actually run those as primary routes kind of often, actually. But either way, I mean, I'm talking about guys who are going to be covered by corners. Guys who's going to be, guys who are going to be covered by corners for the most part. So, yeah, he stares down Robbie Anderson, and then there's also DJ, but past that, we don't really use Curtis. So I do want to see what Teddy does, what Teddy does specifically in the pass game when Robbie's not open. More of a TJ Watt? Maybe. Yeah, Sly's good. Even all right. I wouldn't call him great, but I mean, compared to what I thought of him, he's a Hall of Famer. I mean, compared to my opinion of him the last couple years, Corn Elder is playing on a Hall of Fame level. Like I'm saying right now, go ahead and sculpt the bust out right now because I thought he was. I don't want to get disrespectful, but I thought it was bad. Hurt, fam. What is that supposed to mean to me? I can isolate a single week and tell you that and make up any narrative. Like Curtis got targeted 8 times week 1. Does that mean Curtis has been a big part of the offense all 6 weeks? Of course not. Of course not. Let's talk about how he's targeted over the whole season. And honestly, you saying Robbie only got 7 targets last week, That's fine. But even you would agree with what I just said, that Robbie is easily the biggest part of our passing offense, and that Teddy Bridgewater does stare him down pretty often over the whole season. So, I mean, I don't care that he got 7 targets last week. That means almost nothing compared to what my point is. My point is, over the season, it's very easy to say that, to prove that Robbie Anderson is the biggest target for Teddy. And DJ gets pretty comparable targets, but I feel like those are a little bit more off target, and he doesn't catch them as often. It's not really as many receptions, even though the targets are there as well. So that's why I focus on Robbie Anderson. What up, Braden? A poor man's Chase Young. Yeah. He's a real destitute man's LT. I call Mike Davis a broke boy's Barry Sanders. Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy reminds me of a beggar in LA's version of a Steve Young. That's what Teddy is to me. He's a Steve Young for a beggar. Oh, you're saying look at him more. Oh, well, you're making the opposite point. Oh, you're making the opposite point. Oh, yeah. I mean, maybe, but I think, I guess maybe against the Bears, maybe. The Bears have a good defense. The Bears have a good front seven and secondary. I mean, maybe we go to them a little bit more, but I mean, I'm not sure that's going to be an option for this game. If the Saints do what I think they're going to do. Oh no! I know that. I know that. I'm just saying. Yeah, I know. I know it's a compliment. It's just one of those comparisons where it's like, I mean, I guess you can compare anyone to anything. Teddy a black Kyle Allen. Now Shelly going crazy. Sound like a hater? No, I'm not saying it's a bad thing he's the biggest target. Wait, what? I think you already forgot what my point was. Wait. I think you've already forgot what my point was. It's not a bad thing that Robbie Anderson is the biggest target. What I'm saying is, if the Saints decide to focus on stopping Robbie Anderson, I want to see what Teddy Bridgewater, what he does, what his decision making becomes outside of Robbie Anderson. That's not being a hater. That's asking a question about what the scheme's going to look like when we don't use tight ends, we ignore Curtis Samuel, and you can't just only throw to DJ Moore. That was a really weird response. Sound like a hater. I feel like you didn't even hear what I said. I feel like you didn't hear what I said. Logan, maybe. I wouldn't hold my breath on us using tight ends. I hope we can use tight ends. Would I trade for Njoku? No, we don't use our tight ends. Who can be an option? Yeah, you have to actually throw to tight ends for them to be options. So while we give up trade capital for a position we don't even throw to, I promise you tight ends are open. I promise you in our scheme, the scheme we run currently right now, the scheme you see on Sunday every single week, there are tight ends open. We do not throw to them. Like they're open. They're there. They're good to go. I look at Teddy Bridgewater, see Ian Thomas and Chris Manhurts open on their routes and pull the ball down and run or throw into a tighter window to DJ Moore. I watch him do that. The tight ends do get open. Every play, probably not. But tight ends don't get open every play either, regardless. But we don't throw to tight ends. 16 total targets over 6 games to tight ends. I would not trade. I would not give up trade capital to pick up a player we aren't going to use. Yeah, Ian's good. Ian, when he gets opportunities, has not been bad. And the two picks that have come on Ian Thomas targets have been both on the same route to the same side of the field where it's just a weird route for him to run. It's always been a deep corner route that's been at least 15 yards upfield. That's not Ian Thomas's strength. Ian Thomas's strength is intermediate routes between 7 and like 12ish yards, upfield, up the seams, and up the middle of the field. Anything up the seams and anything in the middle of the field is where Ian Thomas is good. And also in 2018, I think it was, he was good in the red zone. Ian Thomas always follows with he keeps his eyes in the backfield with the quarterback, and when the quarterback is trying to move around and extend the play and is rolling out, Ian always tries to stay parallel with the quarterback to make sure he has a lane to throw to if he needs to. Ian's very aware. Ian's a very aware tight end. Is he one of the best tight ends in the league? Of course not. But he could have at least an impact on this offense if you let him, if you scheme him in that way, or if the quarterback even looked at him. But we don't do that. It's one of those three things. Yeah, something like that, Braden. Tight ends are bad after the catch? Some are. But for the most part, you're looking at tight ends being a good 7 to maybe even 10 yards up the field. And most of the time, you're looking at, unless you're like one of the best tight ends in the league, you're looking at tight ends as guys who can get mismatches against smaller safeties or even linebackers to extend drives on third down. You're not really looking at tight ends to turn up field and get 15 more yards after the catch. They're more like security blankets and zone busters that get mismatches. They're not really there to be highlight reels for the most part. Yeah, Ian Thomas is a weird run and he's slow. Yeah, I mean you won't hear me deny that. Ian Thomas, he does run a little bit weird and he's slow. But he gets open. He gets open. Yeah, Mason. It's going to be a really weird matchup with their offense and our defense of second and third stringers. And then we have most of our receivers. Curtis is questionable. He'll probably still be good. And the Saints secondary, they're going to be healthy. They actually got someone back. They got Jackrabbit back. So I think he was out since week 3. He's been out for like 2 weeks now. And they had the bye week. Also, keep in mind the Saints are coming off a bye week too. So they've been rested. It's an early bye week, and that's kind of bad for them. But that's later on in the year. But being off a bye, having 2 weeks to scheme for us and watch tape, can be potentially problematic. We're about 3 hours deep in this stream, though. So I think it's about that time for me to give you a score prediction, right? Wait, y'all want a score prediction or not? Y'all don't want a score prediction. Never mind. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. It was good being here. Thanks to everyone for coming to the stream. Y'all don't want a score prediction. I can already tell. Right? Y'all don't want a score prediction. Joey Sly's stats for this season. I don't like kickers. I think football shouldn't have any kickers at all. There should never be a kicker in football. There should never be a kicker in football. Ever. I don't believe in punts. I don't believe in kickoffs. I don't believe in field goals. I don't believe in any of that. Oh, y'all do want a score prediction? Does Ian Thomas have more yards or more touchdowns than DJ Moore? Jesus. No, I don't see it. There it is. All right, y'all. I'm signing off right now. Shout out to everyone who came to the stream. I saw a bunch of yeses, one no. The no's have it. The vote is in. Yeah. Here's what I'll say. Score prediction. I wish I knew a little bit more about this injury, about our injury report, because I'm really worried that we're not going to have either Eli or Dante in this game. I'm going to go off like this. Eli Apple, questionable. He's been hurt literally all year. Came in for like a play and a half. Got hurt again. Dante has turf toe. the Mercedes-Benz Superdome has turf. Is he 100% good off that? I don't know. I have a scary feeling that we're going to lose Eli and Dante. That's my problem. I have a scary feeling we're going to lose Ian and Dante in this game, and it's just going to be too much. I don't have a problem with Troy Pride. I think he gets bullied a little bit, but against these second and third stringers for the Saints, that won't be an issue. STO, I don't know what I'm going to get from him. He's going to be something. He's going to be something. I think he's one of those guys who will be better in the future, but I'm not really sure that, that he's going to be good right now off the bat, especially if we don't get any play time out of Dante Jackson, and it's Corn Elder who's playing the outside. But playing against lesser players that aren't going deep. Here's the thing. If there's no, I'll do this. If it turns out that Eli Apple and Dante either don't start or they get injured in the first, or they're like just taken out in the first quarter, we lose this game. I think we lose if we don't have Dante and Eli Apple. Well, really mostly Dante, but Eli a little bit. I think Eli a little bit. No, actually Eli a lot, because I just don't know what the rotation is gonna look like. If Dante and Eli Apple are either out or go out in the first quarter, we lose this game by probably 10. Just because we have a first-time strong safety out there in Sam Franklin. We have Corn Elder, who has to play the outside. Then we have Troy Pride, who he's not bad. Troy Pride isn't bad, but he does get bullied, and he is prone to make mistakes. And then you have STO out there as well. I'm not really all that sure about what's going on with that if those two are out. I would say we lose by 7. No, 10. I think we lose by 10, and it's going to be something like 17-27 for the Saints. Actually, no. Wait. No. Not 17-27. Probably more like 24-34. I think our offense is still good. More like 24-34 to the Saints. If those two aren't out or are out, and I'm not going to lie to you. I have no faith in Eli Apple being healthy. He has given me no reason to believe he's going to be healthy for 60 minutes of NFL football. I have to see him in a game. I have to see Eli Apple last a full quarter before I say, you know what? I'm cool with us not having Rasul Douglas and our replacement being Eli Apple. And then Dante has turf toe. He's on turf this week. It's a really tough one. But if both of them stay in, will you put Chin as a corner and put Haynes at linebacker? That won't work. That will not work. Marquise Haynes cannot cover. You think? I'll say that because Tyler Whitehead says bad in coverage, but Marquise Haynes is not a coverage linebacker. I am throwing to Marquise Haynes every single time. In fact, I'm putting Jared Cook on the side. I'm having him motion to the side Marquise Haynes is on every single play, and I'm targeting Marquise Haynes every single time until you move Jeremy Chin back down to linebacker. If that happens, no. Marquise Haynes, I mean, you don't have to worry about Jared Cook because Marquise Haynes is not a good coverage linebacker at all. That's not going to work. No, it's not going to work. And I'm not even sure Jeremy Chin can play corner. Look, Jeremy Chin is good. I'm not sure he can play, corner for 45 minutes. Like outside of the first quarter, and you got to switch him up. I'm not quite sure I do that. You're giving the Saints defense too much credit? I mean, maybe. I don't think so. I'm worried about our offense. I'm worried about our defense. But if we're healthy, if Dante and Eli Apple are both healthy, And we get a good game out of Sam Franklin. In his first real start, replacing a guy who played very solid, getting 100% of the snaps. It's going to go down to the very, very end of the game. If we have any shot of winning, literally everyone has to play perfectly because I am worried about our defense. Okay? Saints D, not good. Okay. Trade for Daniel Jones and put him at corner. I mean, he is. Hey, Daniel Jones. He was booking. He was too. Hey, I saw the grass slip under him. He didn't just fall. He actually shifted the earth beneath him and slipped because the earth just wasn't ready for the kind of friction, the kind of speed, the kind of momentum that this man Daniel Jones has pent up in his body. He's a fast Eli Manning, which sounds like an insult, and it is, but he's fast. Saints D is not great. But that's not. I won't say great. Yeah, it's not great. But I won't say it's. I won't say it's bad. I won't say it's horrible. I won't say the Saints defense is horrible. If we do win this game, it's gonna be by. It's gonna have to be something like 21-24. It's gonna be low scoring. I think if we win this game, it has to be low scoring. It has to be low scoring. I would say 21-24, and it comes down to the very end of the game. Does it come down to a game-winning situation? I think it comes down to a defensive stand. I think we go up by a field goal. I think it's tied. We go up by a field goal, and by some miracle on ice, we stop the Saints like just at the 40. Just like right at the 40 outside of field goal range. This is a game that I think we have to win with time of possession. This is a game I think you have to just hope and pray Mike Davis stays healthy and both our corners stay healthy. I'll tell you this right now. We do not win this game if Dante and Eli Apple are both out. If Dante and Eli Apple are out, we cannot win this game. But if they're both in, the way to win this game is by keeping the Saints offense off the field. Not being paid? I mean, I guess. I don't see this. This isn't a revenge game. Teddy, I don't think Teddy ever thought he was going to be. If Teddy wanted to start, hold up. Let's not forget this. Hold up. If Teddy wanted to get paid, if Teddy Bridgewater wanted to get paid, he would have gone to the Dolphins. Let's not forget. In that same year he went to the Saints, the Dolphins wanted him. The Dolphins were going to give him money. He chose to sit behind Drew Brees. Let's not pretend like Teddy was like looking for his money. The Saints were the only team coming for him, and they cheated him out of money. If Teddy Bridgewater wanted money, he would have gone to the Dolphins. Plain and simple. I don't blame. Look, I'm not gonna sit here and cap like that was a huge villain moment for the Saints. Nah. If Teddy chose not to get paid in the hopes that Drew Brees would retire sooner than he chose to do so. Ended up that Drew Brees did not end up retiring, and we just couldn't keep Teddy Bridgewater anymore. But no. That is not a storyline. That is a false narrative. If Teddy wanted to get paid, Teddy had opportunities to get paid. No, the Dolphins wanted him. Huh? What Trevin say? What Trevin said? You know what I meant? Yo, Shells, B Diva wants you. I ship it. Oh, Jesus. Kyle Allen. I thought we should have kept Kyle Allen. I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought we should have just kept Kyle and it's been bad this year. But I'm seeing that the whole reason we got Teddy was to limit test this Joe Brady offense. It was to get a taste of what the Joe Brady offense could look like. There's a reason we actually paid Teddy, then got Robbie Anderson, right? There was a reason we did all these moves. We were trying to see what the offense could look like with about an average-ish quarterback. And then when you get an above-average quarterback who can consistently push the ball upfield and be a monster, maybe even be a little bit mobile, then you have an even bigger shot at what the potential of this offense could be. You wanted to look at it. You were never going to learn anything having Kyle Allen, but I would have thought you keep Kyle Allen and you just bad for a year, you keep all your money, and then you have a good draft, boom. Next year, find your guy. We could use Peter as a receiver, why a receiver? PJ isn't a better receiver than Curtis. We don't use Curtis. I don't see PJ getting more looks than Curtis. Yeah, I don't see him getting more looks and even better quality looks than Curtis. So, I mean, we could force him into the lineup maybe, but I'm not a big fan of two quarterback systems, honestly. It's a little cheesy to me. Wait, I didn't even mention that goofy. Hold up. There's a goofy player on the Saints right now. I just did not mention. I feel foolish. I feel real foolish right now for not even mentioning him. Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill is the goofiest player of all time. Didn't Sean Payton say something like I don't know what. Saints fans thought that Taysom Hill. Keep in mind. Hold up. Taysom Hill, the guy who in 2019, hold up, what are the stats at? The guy in 2019 who threw 6 passes, completed 6 of them. 2018 threw 7 passes, completed 3 of them. They had confidence in him as a quarterback moving forward. Dude threw almost as many passes as Christian McCaffrey. Okay? I've seen OBJ throw more passes in a season. But the one thing about Taysom Hill is that he is actually a monster in the red zone. Taysom Hill is a monster in the red zone. He is a force. I won't lie to you. Taysom Hill is very, very worrisome to deal with. Now, you know for a fact he ain't throwing, but he might. You know for a fact that he's not going to throw that ball. Then again, he might. He's good for 6 passes a year. He has, wait 1 second. In 2020, he has passed the ball twice. So one of the 4 he has left in his arm could come against us. So you have to worry. You get later in the season, once he gets to like around 5 pass attempts, you can just rush him. You can just sprint. Will Taysom Hill use his last pass attempt for the year against us late? You never know. So like later on in the year, you can just go ahead and rush him without any sort of worry at all. But yeah, he's good for about 6 pass attempts a season. He's only at 2 so far, so you can't play him so aggressively because he in his back pocket, he really could throw that ball. Later on in the year, maybe. What topic we on? Some goons. And also, you need to talk to Diva. Yeah. Now I know Diva just saying that because they both went to USC. But Farrell Cooper, when we talk about, PJ Walker being on the field, we see Farrell Cooper on the field too. Now be real with you, Farrell Cooper on the field for the trick plays. When I see Farrell Cooper touch the field, I know for a fact it's gonna be a run. Or some real weird trickery to the opposite side of the field. We don't throw it to him very often, right? Why is everyone targeting you? Because they don't talk to very many girls in their personal life, and you're a girl on the internet. So, yeah. That's how it be sometimes. But I wouldn't mind seeing, a little bit of Farrell Cooper action. It is what it is. This a motion player? Yeah. What does his rushing stats look like this year? Already has 13 rushing attempts. That's already half as what he had so far half of what he had in 2019. Wait, he started 2 games? Probably at tight end. Probably started at tight end. Yeah, he has 46 yards rushing and 23 yards receiving so far. No one touchdown running, one touchdown rushing. So it is what it is. Yeah, that doesn't matter when you have Alvin Kamara and a good tight end. I mean, that's kind of weird, right? Hey, that's real funny. That's real funny, Mike, because I remember a team. I remember a team that didn't have any good wide receivers. They had a very good tight end and a very good running back, and a quarterback who was good at throwing short passes. I remember a team that was able to win a few games with no good receivers, a good tight end, and a good running back. Now, I could be wrong. But just maybe there's enough there to have a winning recipe. I don't know. I could be wrong. Where you get that shirt? They don't pay me to promote this their shop anymore, so I can't even tell you. Right? That's how it be. But very soon I'm gonna have some merch for y'all, and I'll tell you where you can get those shirts at. How about that? Do you still stay in South Carolina? Where y'all from? I know there's some people from like Germany and shit. Some people from like, Canada. Talking about the provinces. I have no clue what a province is. I won't lie to you. But actually, you know what? I haven't been in my analytics in a minute. Usually I can tell where most of my viewers are. Most of them are always from North Carolina. But I see some really interesting spots, like obviously Virginia. But like I see like people from like Wyoming and shit, like with heavy views, or like places like Florida, or like Nevada randomly. Savannah, Georgia? Aren't there 2 Savannahs? Is there Savannah somewhere else? I don't know. I don't know about Georgia. Oh yeah, we do be blaming Monty sometimes. This guy's from Jersey. Brazil? That's crazy. That's what's up. Yeah, no MT, no Emmanuel Sanders. SC beat Auburn once in 86 years. Crazy. Hey, Greensboro, that's what's up. Actually, Greensboro is like one of those cities that's way. I said it before, but Greensboro is like so far out of the way. It's like one of those weird like in between cities, for the state. You're like an hour, maybe an hour and a half out from Charlotte. You're like an hour away, maybe an hour and a half out from Raleigh. But the Greensboro Mall is just not good. Just not good. Or at least when I went there last time, the Greensboro Mall wasn't good. That was years ago, though. Yeah, the Greensboro Mall wasn't good. Yeah, it wasn't that great. But it is a better place to go than Raleigh, because people in Raleigh just can't drive, which I always mention. Yeah, Mike's from Raleigh. He knows. Mike knows. If you live in Raleigh, if you stay in Raleigh, you know people can't drive in Raleigh. Simple. Savannah, Georgia, that's what's up. I got family in Savannah. Some Charlotte here. Arkansas. Monty living in a fantasy world. I see you, Monty. What up, Nathan? I'm hanging on Greensboro. It's alright. I mean, it's not a bad place. It's got a bad mall. It's not a good mall. It's not a good mall. It might have changed, though. Hey, y'all better than Greenville. From Hawaii? That's what's up. I heard Hawaii is like one of those spots where it's like kind of weird to live at, like to stay at, like for a long time. Augusta? That's what's up. I should look at my analytics and see like where everyone's from, or whatever, or to see like out of country people. Depends where you go, I guess. I haven't been to Greensboro in a minute though. Yeah, I haven't been to Greensboro in like Raleigh. Yeah, you're from Raleigh. You're from Raleigh. Depends where you go. Nah, no. People in Raleigh just can't drive. No. There's no ifs, ands, or buts, or like well, or one of those kind of things. No. If you go anywhere in Raleigh, they do not care. Your life has very little value. Your life has very little value to the motorists in Raleigh, North Carolina. Now, people in Charlotte are a little bit aggressive. They're a little bit aggressive, but they know what they're doing. They get where they're trying to go, but they know what they're doing. People in Raleigh, they'll cut you off. They might try to spin you out. They try to hit you with a little tail spin like in NASCAR. People in Raleigh might give you a little nudge because you ain't going 20 over. Yeah, North Carolina. I'm on the coast. I'm like 20 minutes away from like a bunch of beaches. Heard of Sumter? Like Camp Sumter, or Sumter South Carolina. Oh, you heard I'm from Sumter? No. I misread what you said the first time, Monty. I thought you said something completely different. I was gonna ask you a question, but it wasn't what I thought you had said. In Atlanta drives crazy. High key, have I been in Atlanta? I have family in Georgia. I have an aunt that lives in Atlanta, and my grandpa stays near there. But do I even remember? I think people who live in like the bigger areas in Georgia in general drive crazy. Cause even like near Augusta, they drive a little crazy. But Atlanta specifically, I don't think I actually drive like on the super highways. Now, like the super highways, in Atlanta, it's something different. I haven't been up there in like I haven't done that in maybe ever. Maybe no, maybe like a long time ago. I couldn't even remember. I couldn't even remember. People in Charlotte suck at driving. I mean, they're aggressive. People in Charlotte, they don't suck at driving. They're just mad aggressive. Try to race you? I mean, look. I mean, I can't deny that. Yeah. People in Charlotte are just really aggressive. Yeah, Greenville. Yeah, Greenville Mall is trash. What up, Daniel? What's good, Daniel? Yeah, the Greenville Mall is literally like a hallway. Yeah, Greenville Mall is actually garbage. Kind of reminds me of the Charlottesville Mall. The Charlottesville Mall is weird for it being such a big town, like an actual big important city in Virginia, but the mall is actually just dog meat. It's like actually horrible. NC in the Woods, Columbia, Jesus. What you know about Vietnam though? Uh, it's terrible. Everyone going 80 in the slow lane with a million lanes. Yeah, hey, it's crazy. Like I vaguely remember that super highway. I have it's just that straightaway in my mind. I don't even know how many lanes there are. I couldn't even count. You really can't count. There's like at least at least 10 lanes going one way, 13 and a half lanes going the other. I've never seen that many roads in my life. Like for real. Like I really don't know how many lanes it was. All I know it was too many, and yeah, everyone was driving fast. I don't even know if it was me driving at that time though. Like I don't remember if I was driving, someone else was driving. It's been a minute. But like I just remember that yeah, it was too many lanes. It was like way too much information. It's way too much information. And I feel like Georgia, more so than other states, if they see you have out of state tags, they go even crazier. Like, when you see people with out of state tags, here in North Carolina, it's like whatever. Like, you don't really think anything of it. But I feel like in Georgia, you see someone with out of state tags, like, oh, nah, it ain't going down like that. It ain't going. You ain't gonna get past me. You ain't gonna get even with me. 3-second rule. I'm making sure I'm 5 seconds ahead of you at all times. I don't care if I'm in the middle lane, the fast lane, slow lane. You ain't gonna overtake me at any point in this driving experience this afternoon, sir. It ain't happening. I talked to this girl who dates Will Greer's brother and their dad hella racist. Oh. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't care. Also, welcome to North Carolina. Also, I don't know if I can even confirm that. I don't even know if that's even true. But whether it's true or not, do I care if Will Greer's dad is racist? I don't know if that's true or not. Two, if it is true, I don't care. Will Greer's dad being racist will never affect me. Been to Concord? Of course. Yeah, it's like 15 minutes outside of Jacksonville. Or Jacksonville. Outside of Charlotte. Concord Mall straight. It's not North Lake, but yeah, Concord Mall straight. You get a little exercise in there. You walk that is it a mile long circle? They had that weak little aquarium in there. I only say it's weak because I like aquariums. You know, you gotta have a high quality aquarium. You feel me? Concord sucks. Damn. Yeah. They don't. Yeah, Atlanta. It's a whole different thing. It's a whole different thing. Concord sucks. I don't know. I've never really been there for like a long time. You just go there. I think just for the mall. There's like a Great Wolf Lodge Inn over there. They have like they have a water park or like a water slide. That's kind of cool. But like you don't really go there. I've never actually been to anyone's house or like stayed out there in Concord. Am I streaming tomorrow and the day after that? Well, the day after tomorrow is Sunday. So yeah, I'm streaming on Sunday at noon. Tomorrow I'm not. I might watch some football. I might do something else. I don't know. Maybe I might have to boot scoot boogie. You feel me? I might have to boot scoot boogie. Gastown is all right. No, Gastonia is out of the way. Gastonia is out of the way. That's the country. That's the country. How many malls you been to? I mean, when you go to a city, you gotta go to the mall. You gotta check out the mall. You can tell a lot about. A city and its surrounding areas and its people by its mall. There's a lot to digest, a lot to take in when you go to a particular place's mall. Yeah, Concord Mills is in Concord. Their Best Buy finessed me. To the Great Wolf Lodge, I got you. I'm there right now. Come to room 308. Just come. Just go up the elevator right now. 308. I'll tell the barman or whatever the person is, the receptionist, that I gave him your picture. Just come up the elevator. Matter of fact, come up the stairs. Yeah, noon. 12 o'clock. Wait, noon Eastern time. Some of y'all said y'all on like different time zones and whatnot. But yeah, noon Eastern time, an hour before the game. Basically, let's put it like this: 1 hour before the game, I'm doing a pregame show, and we're going to be streaming throughout the whole game. Carolina Mall in Concord. Wait, what's the Carolina Mall? South Park? Yeah, I go to North Lake. Yeah, North Lake is the spot. It's Carolina Mall? Huh? Wait, what? Concord Mills is not in Concord? What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean? Did they change the name of the mall? Wait, what do you mean? Concord Mills isn't Concord. I never even heard of Carolina Mall. What's Carolina Mall? What is Carolina Mall? I've literally never even heard of Carolina Mall before. Are there two malls in Concord? Wait. I'm looking it up right now. Oh, this is a two-story mall? Wait, this is in Pineville. This can't be. Wait, the one is it in Pineville? Carolina Place. This looks like the outside of Concord. Wait, hold up. No, wait, what? Oh, okay. Well, I've never been. Okay, well, yeah, I've probably never been to this mall. Yeah, if Carolina Place. Oh, Carolina Place. I don't think I've been to this mall. High key, I didn't even know about this mall. Wait. Yeah, I did not know there was a Wait, have I been here before? I don't think so. I don't think so. No, I haven't. I haven't. That's wild. I didn't know that Concord had two malls. Concord has two malls like that? Wait. Oh, wait. Wait. I thought I saw this random did I speak on this? Whatever. I won't speak on that. Oh, Pineville is a two-story mall? Is that Carolina? Wait. No? Okay, then I don't know. The point is, I've only been to Concord Mills. I didn't even know about Carolina Place or Carolina Mall, whatever it's called. I've never seen this before. I've never seen it before. Yeah, games at 1. We stream at noon. It has the bowling alley next to it. The one that's like... Wait, which bowling alley? The one that's... Wait, if it's in Concord... Have I been to the bowling alley in Concord? I've been to 2 in Charlotte. Have I been to a bowling alley in Concord? First off, I hate bowling. First off, I think bowling is literally the worst sport in the world. It's like the worst pastime in the world. I would really rather... I don't know what I would do, but bowling is so bad. Bowling is horrible. Bowling. If I'm going bowling, there has to be a reason for me to go bowling, and that reason would have to be a very specific reason for me to go bowling. There's only one reason to go bowling for me. I won't get into that right now. But yeah, bowling is pretty bad. I probably Concord. I don't know. I've only been to Concord Mills. Concord or Carolina Place. Oh, so Carolina Mall. Wait, is Carolina Mall Concord Mills? Wait, so is Carolina Mall and Concord Mills different malls? Are there two malls in Concord? You can't play bowling? Nah, no, wait, hold up. I might be the best bowler in here. I'm just saying it's not a fun sport. First of all, why I gotta change shoes? And you have to use their shoes. No one has their own bowling shoes. So I have to wear used shoes that someone who came in there with sandals probably barefooted up in there. And the only way they clean them is with off-brand Lysol. They just... It ain't real. It's not a real deep clean. You feel me? What if I'm wearing thin socks that day? What if what if it's you catch me on laundry day and I got 3-4 holes in my socks? You feel me? And like someone else's foot juices get intermingling with mine, and you feel me? Like a lot of things can happen. That's step number 1. Step number 2, I gotta wait my turn. And the only interaction you have with the other players is watching they back? What you looking at? Don't watch me bowl. Where your eyes at? Hold on. I'm trying to figure out where's your eyes at. Where your eyes at, right? Where your eyes at? I need them up here. Okay, I need your eyes up here. Now, if you're trying to see, if you know, sometimes when you carrying that. Anyway, we'll get past that. Y'all are 14 years old. This is a family-friendly stream. You feel me? You know, there's a give and take. There's the law of reciprocity going on there. There's a give and take to that certain element of the bowling experience. Okay, number 3. It's the one sport where every time after you perform, you have to like. It's like you're doing. It's like the end of a. It's like the end of a Broadway play. Every time you go and take your turn, it's the end of a Broadway play. The curtain goes up for the encore, and you have to turn around to everyone else you came with. If you did bad, look. If you did bad, you turn around and gotta face everybody. They're looking at you like, ooh, damn, that nigga hit that. He ass. Ooh, you see what he's doing over there? You hit one pin? How you just hit one pin? And it's the first one. How you knock over only one pin and it's the one directly in the middle? How you do that? That's despicable. But you know, if you get a strike, you feel me? You get a strike, you gotta turn around. You have to read the room. You have to read the company you came with. You turn around, you know, you hit that move on them. You just what do you do? What do you do when you hit a strike? Like you play it cool, like, I mean, shit, this is bowling to me. I mean, this is everyday type shit for me. I mean, this is a bowling. I mean, I do this, okay? It's whatever. Or do you turn around, you know, you hit that Michael Jackson kick, you give him a quick little spin, you feel me? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do when you turn around after you hit a strike? It's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure going on when you play bowling. You feel me? And you're not even playing bowling. It's not like you're playing. It's like I don't know. It's a weird thing. Yeah, Madam Mobile. Getting gutters? Oh no. I'm just saying. You're not gonna always hit strikes every single time. I mean, 9 times out of 10, I gotta worry about, do I come off, you know, confident? Do I come off cocky? Do I come off, you know, just like I'm cooling? The one round out of 10 windows or 10 frames or 10 whatever they're called, I gotta, you know, play it. I gotta be like, okay, this wasn't me. This ain't you. You can do better next time. You know this ain't you. You know this ain't you. You know what you're able to do. Come on now. Turn around. They're gonna be laughing at you. I can hear you. Just be strong. Yeah, you know, guys. Sometimes you don't hit none. I mean, sometimes you don't hit none. I'm gonna get the next one though. We gonna get the next one. You gotta play it cool. You know, it's a real tough turnaround. You hit that spin. You have to know what you're gonna do. You have to have it planned out. You gotta have it ready to go. 7.14. I had 7.15 yesterday. There it is. I'm getting worse at what I'm doing. Simple as that. Any bumpers? Relax. I don't use bumpers, but I do use the little, you know, the little roller things in the shape of dinosaurs. You just push it down. The little things you put, you take for the kids, you know, to get a little more momentum and they get a little bit more aim. Sometimes you have to use that. You just gotta you push it over. It's a little bit shameful, but if it helps you get your score up, it helps you get your score up. It's in the shape of a dinosaur too. So that's kind of fresh. You feel me? You bring it up, you push it down. You still put a little spin on it too. You don't just push it straight. You can still get a little spin to it when you push it down that little slope. If it helps you out, it helps you out. We're here to win. We're here to win. That's all I do. I'm here to win. It's not cheating either. It's not cheating. It's literally in the rules. You're allowed to do it. It's a sliding board. I call it a winning mechanism. What up, Juntao? I mean, we were speaking on the Panthers for a minute. I mean, I was going to be off the stream like, what was it? We're at 2 hours? 20. Whoa. I was finna be off stream an hour ago. I gave my score prediction an hour ago. Jesus, I wanted to get food. I'm not going to lie to y'all. All I ate today was tortilla chips. I had tortilla chips last night. Did I? Yeah. And then, all I had to eat today was tortilla chips. I have not eaten at all today. But yeah, skating's a little bit. I mean, when I was a kid, I went to skating rinks a lot. When I was a kid, I was at the skating rink a lot. So like, Skating ain't hard, but ice skating is hard. Ice skating ain't for me. Ice skating is like a whole different thing. I didn't. No, I did get it. Yeah. After the stream, I had salsa and well, I did some little classy. Now look, now I don't wanna sit here and flex on y'all real quick, but I'm gonna have to do it. Okay, I don't want to flex, but it's the if it's the truth, it ain't flexing. It ain't tricking if you got it. Okay, I had some salsa. You know what I did? I threw the salsa in the microwave. You feel me, for about a minute, right? Took it out. Opened the microwave. Took the salsa out. It was in a bowl, of course. What I did after that's gonna shock you. I had a block of cheese, right? Block of cheese about this size right here, about maybe this size. I have a grater in one hand, the cheese in another hand. Now I'm just grating it. I'm grating the cheese into the bowl of the salsa. Now I got melted cheese inside the salsa. Mix it up real good. You got salsa and you got cheese. You dip it in there. Tastes good. Tastes immaculate. Tastes great. Mwah. Delicioso. Something serious. Something serious. Exactly. Exactly. You ain't disrespected. None of the staff or starters respect our rivalries. I've spoke on this before. I don't think any team in this division has a rivalry. Right? At least my definition of a rivalry there has to be history. There has to be a storyline. There has to be like high stakes involved. If you're not a Duke versus Chapel Hill, Packers versus the Bears, if you're not Serena Williams versus Maria Sharapova or like Tiger Woods versus what was old dude's name? What was dude's name in golfing? Oh man, I just forgot. It'll come to me in a second. It'll come to me in a second. But like the Celtics and the Lakers rivalries, rivalries have to be Clemson and LSU maybe from back in the day, but rivalries have to mean something for me. I don't think I don't think that's because you're aligned into a division. You've been in the league for less than 30 years, and now you just automatically have rivalries. I think rivalries take history, take storyline, takes high stakes. You're always fighting each other for the highest honor in the game for championships. You can't just randomly be a rivalry. You're not given rivalries. You have to create rivalries, and I don't think any team in this division has a rivalry. We don't have a rivalry with anyone in the league, honestly. Unless rivalry just means you play them twice. We play this team 2 times a year. Every year there are rivals. That's not how I see it. I think rivalries are a bigger thing than just playing people every year. Wait, someone said that's disgusting? Wait, y'all don't like hot... Wait, are y'all serious? Wait. Wait. Oh. Oh yeah, well Duke's bad. Yeah, I mean Duke versus Chapel Hill in basketball. Yeah, yeah. Duke is bad at football. Yeah, Duke is horrible at football. Yeah, but I mean Duke and Chapel Hill in basketball. That is the greatest rivalry in any sport at any level. Not just basketball, not just at the college level. Duke versus Chapel Hill is the greatest rivalry in sports. But yeah, I feel like you have to have history, a storyline, and you're always fighting for championships. And the way I see it, I wouldn't see it as a rivalry either. But I understand if your definition of rivalry is different, then maybe that can mean something. But I think of like it has to be big. It has to be like big and it has to be going on for a long time. I mean, yeah. The thing about cheese dip is, uh, if I'm gonna just cheese, I don't know. Cheese dip's kind of weird to me. It's a little bit weird to me. Clemson versus South Carolina's a rivalry. Mm, I guess. What was that guard that got drafted from the first? Oh, that like an offensive guard, like in football. Like, this guy from Duke had a good. Y'all know who Dare Ogunbowale is? Dare Ogunbowale. No, I'm thinking of Larry Ogunjobi. No, not Dare. Larry Ogunjobi is a dude went to Charlotte. Wait, was his name even Larry? I just know his name is Ogunjobi, the dude from who plays for the Browns. You never lied, Madden Mobile. The Lunchables? Yeah, I was too broke for the Lunchables. Yeah, I was a broke boy. We didn't have the Lunchables. We didn't have the Lunchables. The kids was always styling on me. I said, "Damn, they making their own pizza over there." I said, "What you doing over there? You making a pizza? Shit, you got a Capri Sun? Well, damn. Let me get a bite. Let me bite the pizza. Let me get a little sip. Let me get a little sip of that Capri Sun. Let me get a little sip of that Capri Sun. Which one is that? Cooler Rapids? Let me get a little sip." It was a sad day. It was a sad day. It was a real sad day. Salsa gotta be cold though. If I don't have it with cheese, I like the cold salsa. But if I have cheese in it, you gotta melt the cheese. You gotta melt the cheese. Yeah, you gotta melt the cheese. Yeah, Michigan, Ohio State. Yeah, that's another rivalry. Yes, Sirski. Maybe on the rarest of occasions, you have a delicacy. You get to school all classy. Yes, mother bought the Lunchables today. My good says a delicacy. Oh me, I'm dipping these little cracker things in the cheese. Yes, of course, indubitably. You poor children have, what is that, a sandwich? Is that a sandwich? What you got over there? Oh, a chocolate milk. A chocolate milk, that's a fine beverage to be sure. A fine beverage to be sure. Now let me just take this straw and stab it through this Capri Sun. You know nothing about this. This, my good sir, is Capri Sun. It's a grapefruit juice. You love it. It's a fun little mini game. You get to just stab your little straw through this hole here, and you get to sip. Boy, delicioso. You children over there, have your little. What is that? Mother has really treated us today on this glorious Wednesday. Yeah. The ham, crackers, and cheese. Always a small one. I feel like I kind of remember there's different sizes. I just don't really remember. Like whenever I feel like I never even see them in the stores. Like I know there are still Lunchables in the stores. I just don't see them. Like my eyes just go past them. Like I don't. They don't like really register to me. We'll be in every game this year. We ain't getting blown out, of course. Yeah, I don't think we're getting blown out. It's almost 11. You're right. I gotta eat. Hold up. Yeah. You know what, bro? I gotta get out of here, bro. I've already been live way longer. Gonna be talking about malls that I don't even think exist. Y'all say the Carolina Mall exists, and there's pictures on the internet. I ain't never seen it. I have never heard of it. Lived in Charlotte for 5 years. Always went to Concord Mills. Like I was like never in Concord. Like I went to Concord Mills a lot. You feel me? I never heard of Carolina Mall, ever. And it's 2 stories, or is it the other one? That's 2 stories. I don't know. Did not know that Concord had 2 malls. Why does Concord have 2 malls? Couldn't tell you. Anyway, y'all, I gotta get out of here. I have not ate since like 3 o'clock today. Damn, I'm hungry. And it's 11 o'clock. Jesus Christ. Imagine having a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Exactly. Over under 3 games before AB punches a teammate. I don't know about punching a teammate. He might punch a woman in his free time after practice. I'd be more worried about that. AB not punching a teammate, but he will. AB will abuse women. Tell you that much. AB will try his hand at being one of the worst people of all time. Or what about freezing a toe off? Anyway, yo, I gotta get out of here. Everyone stay in the chat, rocking with us. We're going to be live again on Sunday at noon o'clock. Noon o'clock pregame. Full play-by-play of the game between us and the Saints. And then again on Thursday, you know what time it is. You know what it's going to be. Thursday versus the Falcons. We're going to win that game. Little spoiler for you. All right, y'all. I'm about to be out of here. I got to get something to eat real quick. And then, I don't know what else. Y'all stay good. Wash your hands. Cover your face. Be safe out there. Till next time, keep pounding. And someone find me that mall. That fake mall old dude was talking about. And he put up pictures on the internet to pretend it actually exists. Find me that mall.